So, we've already discussed striking and basic punching in ninjutsu. Now it's time to take a look at what would be called stances in most martial arts, but in ninjutsu are actually called kamae, and we're going to discuss the difference between them, okay? So this is how you spell that. Kamae. Kamae, okay? We have 4 basic ones that we're going to take a look at, and each of these are based on an emotional response as well as the position that you want to take when you're in whatever situation that you're in. And there's also 4 basic types of movement that you can have, okay? These are based on the different elements of earth, water, fire, and wind, okay? The first kamae that we're going to take a look at is called shizen. Now this one's really complicated, so pay close attention. This is basically it. However, let's take a look at what it actually means. I'm not just standing here, okay? Shizen means natural position. I'm starting with my feet so that the instep of my feet are right about the width of my shoulders. My knees are slightly bent. They're not locked so that I'm able to move. My hands are at my side, ready to go, and my awareness is paying attention to everything around me. This represents the earth mode of stability. You may find yourself in a situation where you just want to hold your ground and plant yourself in place. So, shizen. Next, we're going to take a look at something called ichimonji. In some lineages of ninjutsu and other lineages will call it seigan. We're going to stick with ichimonji because what we're taking a look at is this feeling of pulling away to get space and distance. So for ichimonji, we're going to start in shizen. We're going to take a step back so that our feet create this L position with our front toes pointing toward the bad guy. Fingers together like this, front hand with our elbows slightly bent, pointing right at the eyes of the opponent, and this back hand right here in front of our neck, just like this. Here's a side view. Knees bent. This is important. Weight could be distributed about 70-30 or 50-50. Other side, it's important to practice both sides. Okay? Ichimonji. Again, the feeling in that is suddenly, let's say someone throws a punch, you're like, oh my goodness, I gotta get away. Backing up, getting distance and space. Okay? So, we have our holding our ground with shizen. We have ichimonji, backing up, getting away. Next, we have something called jumonji, or figure 10 posture. For this one, we're going to take a small step forward from shizen. All of these will start in shizen, take a small step forward, and bring our hands up into this cross position with the backs of our hands facing forward. Hands are loose like you're holding eggs, okay? And they're not touching, a little bit of space. They're also not right in front of your face, in front of your shoulder pockets. So the feeling in this is you've got to get forward, you got to cover space, you got to get in there. Think of it like maybe a game of tag. Ready, set, go, or a race. Now, whichever side is forward, that's the same hand that's forward. So if you switch sides, you're going to be switching hands. Take a look at the form. Feet are slightly stacked, okay? They're not directly behind each other like this. There's a little bit of space so that my body's at about a 45-degree angle here. Although I'm turning it to face forward. You want to line your sternum and your nose up with this X right at the opponent. So moving forward, covering space for whatever reason. Last but not least, wind. But you'll have to tune in to learn more. Just kidding. We're going to do all 4 of them today, but I wanted to bring the cat into the picture just for those of you that love the cat. But she wants to get out, so. So, wind. This kamae we're going to call hira. Hira. However you want to pronounce it. Okay? For this one, we start in shizen again, broaden our feet a little bit, and bring our hands up. This could be a slightly defensive posture, and you want to back up away from the opponent because you don't want to put your hands out and your face open like this in front of the bad guy, okay? You want to have the feeling of, whoa, relax. I don't want to fight. And the response and feeling in this also is like the wind. Let's say a punch comes in, you just gently find yourself floating in circular motion around. So let's recap. Shizen, earth, solid. Ichimonji, water, withdrawing, pulling away, getting space, distance. Jumonji, moving forward, covering space, gaining space. Or Hira, which is this relax, I don't want to fight, playful kind of feeling. These are the basics. So it's important that you practice these with the striking that we mentioned before. Now that you have these different kamae, you can practice each of these from each of the kamae. Okay? We'll see you in the next